smoke trails which we used to see over southern England have now moved to northern France. But to keep the Royal Air Force on the offensive, hundreds of aircraft must be flown each day between the factories, the maintenance depots and the aerodromes. The RAF can't take on the job. They're too busy on active service. It's done for them by the ATA, Air Transport Auxiliary, a civilian air force of men and women operating from their own pools or stations scattered all over Britain. First thing every morning, the central control transmits to each of the ferry pools its schedule of aircraft to be flown from maintenance depots to operational aerodromes.
Whitley, V9703. You got that? Walbrook to Park Gate. That seems to be all for you today. Just read me back the last lot, will you?
Right, here we go. Tomahawk P3384, Aylesbury, Helensburgh. Master N7623, Hazelwick, Little Brompton. Over. Hurricane R3201, Messingham, Edinburgh. Spitfire R3430, Lummington, Walbrook. Spitfire R4921, Lummington, Walbrook. Whitley V7903, Walbrook, Park Gate. And the weather?
Hang on, I'll have a look.
Light wind, damn cold, visibility nil. Otherwise, ideal flying weather.
Lord. Afraid it's a bit thick here. The wind coming up, so we might get a reasonably early start.
Right. Goodbye. It'll have to clear up for this lot, by George. They're turning out like sausages, aren't they?
Yes, sir. It's a hell of a big program.
Heard from the factories, yeah?
Yes, not yet.
Oh, well, that's a pleasure to come, I suppose. Got any signals from the pilots?
Yes, bundled here.
Thanks.
This morning, as always, the CEO of 15 ferry pools faced with a tough proposition. He has to arrange for his 50 pilots to ferry some hundreds of aircraft between aerodromes scattered all over the British Isles. And here are his pilots, some of the most versatile to be found anywhere. Many of them can fly any one of 80 different types of aircraft. They come not only from Britain and the Commonwealth, but from all over the world. They come also from every type of job: salesman, schoolmaster, scientist, advertising agent, stunt pilot, test pilot, doctor, dramatic critic. In peacetime, they prove their puss moths for a hobby. Today, it's anything from Spitfires to four-engined bombers. And now the CEO is faced with another headache: the ferrying of his pilots. A special fleet of Ansons and civilian types of aircraft is used to carry on this aerial bus service. All day long, these taxi planes shuffle to and fro, dropping pilots at the factory up north, chasing down south to pick up others, and dropping them at an aerodrome in the Midlands. Headache number 3, demands from the local factories for new aircraft to be collected.
Here we go. Yeah. You see, Ferry Pool, good morning. What can we do for you today? 2 Blenheims, is that all? Ashington to Roxburgh.
Ashington to Roxburgh, hang on. Thanks. Hello, do you say Ashington to Roxburgh? Good, that's the first time you've been useful in months. We'll be over there about noon. Is that okay? Thank you. That's good. Get some Mollison and Gloucester there to France and set us a taxi. Right. Take those out to the pilots, will you? Thanks. Then...
Hello, 15 Ferry Pool here. 4 Hurricanes. All to Bradhurst. Hang on a minute. How do we cope, sir?
I think the best thing is to send one pilot over and design for Smoth to do the whole lot, shuttling to and fro. Right. I'll send the unfortunate Jones.
We'll send a pilot over, so if you can have them ready one by one, starting about an hour's time, be fine. Right? Goodbye.
Well, that fixes the Hurricane.
Oh, definitely. Hello, yes? Yes? The ID foreign. Yes, hold it, will you? What now? Foreigner wants to move 25 Tiger Moths to Leighton.
Oh, good evening, will you? Hello? I'm sorry, but Tigers are rather a drug in the market today. The fighter boys being awfully insistent on getting their Hurricanes. But it's just the sort of thing the training pool might cope with. Hang on, will you?
Put it up, is that, will you?
Thanks.
Give this call to training pool, will you? Thank you.
Now, touching this little matter of Thompson and Tolbert, we've got them to Walbrook in their Spitfires. What happens then?
The Whitley, sir.
Oh, yes. Is Thompson all right on the heavy stuff?
Yes, sir. Just held a basin full of bread and sent to Wellington, too.
Right. Then we'll put him on his first with care.
Good morning, Tommy.
Morning, Tolbert.
What do you know about this run up to Walbrook? I hear you going up that way.
Why, yes. In the first place, you have a gun-defended area here. You're going across it. You're supposed to miss it. And you're driving straight into a balloon barrage. It comes around something like this.
What the hell they had to put them on our tracks there for?
Not on mine. I don't argue with balloons.
Well, we can always go around it.
God help you if you don't.
Rather embarrassing.
By the way, I believe you're riding with me in the Whitley.
Yeah, from Walbrook to Park Gate. Where's Park Gate? Aerodromes around here as thick as fleas on a dog's back.
Up north of Newcastle.
9972's outside, sir.
Good, we'll get going then. Hello, hello, attention please.
Anson 9972, Pilot Douglas, waiting outside for Thompson, Tolbert, Mollison, Carter, Smith, and Felton.
That's me. Still your move?
Yeah, that's not the trouble.
All aboard? Right, here we go.
Hello, hello, attention please. Pilots Stewart, Keynes and Stevens, Anson N5100. Anson R4259. D2936.
The ferry pilot's day starts easily enough. There's the view to admire, no traffic blocks, and these taxi planes have no meters ticking away. But the work that lies ahead isn't easy. Every day they're flying different aircraft, and no matter what the type, they must be able to remember its peculiarities. The difference between the Spitfire and the Tomahawk, the Blenheim and the Beaufighter, the Sterling and the Liberator. It's not pleasant to take over an aircraft you've never met before, to know that it's up to you to deliver the machine and yourself all in one piece. Here's another pool, staffed entirely by women pilots. Some of the most experienced are ferrying Spitfires, Hurricanes and Lysanders, but mostly they deliver training planes. These training planes, by the way, require just as much skill to fly as the fastest fighters. In fact, once in the air, these girls face the same hazards as the men. Balloons, bad weather conditions, the difficulties of navigation without radio. And if it comes to that, there's always the chance of a stray jerry popping out from behind the next cloud. Here's Anson 9972 calling in at a Spitfire factory in the Midlands. Thompson and Tolbert are being dropped to pick up their first jobs.
I suppose you know where the balloons are.
Well, we did up till yesterday, so long as they put no new ones up.
Good, that's fine. Would you sign here?
Right.
Hello. Is this private party or may we come in?
Hello, boy. Come right in.
Morning, girls. Do you know Tolbert, better known as Alabama?
Hello?
How do you do?
Two Spitfires, please. There it is. What are you taking today, Betty?
Trainers to Dual Masters today? Yes, 200 miles an hour is our limit, I'm afraid.
Half a second, Alabama. Here comes Alex. This ought to be worth watching. Who is Alex? The factory test pilot. He knows how. Oh, he's a Spitfire test pilot, huh? That boy sure can't handle a plane. Here he comes back again. We've heard quite a bit about Spitfires in the States. I didn't know they'd have a performance like that. I paid quite a bit of price to see good air shows, but this takes the cake. He really knows his stuff.
We're not into the Schneider trophy, you know.
Okay, I'll keep a tight harness on it.
See you at Walbrook.
I wished I wasn't following Tommy. I sure would ring this one out. Kind of hard to make out with just map. Can't use radio. That give Jerry a line on us. This place is wrapped up in towns and railroads. Back home in Alabama, we get one town, a couple of 100 miles of corn and cotton, and maybe a man and a horse. A fella can fly without fear of running out of land anyway. Before long. Good luck, fella.
Can I have a signature for this Spitfire, please?
Sure. Don't you all ever have any decent weather around here?
Well, the sun comes out sometimes, sir. By the way, Sergeant, I want a Whitley out of you. Can you tell me where I can find it? Yes, sir. Already dispersed for you, sir. Over there. Right out there. Will you check us in and out with the duty pilot?
Okay, be back in a few minutes.
See you at the kite. Is the test pilot about?
Yes, sir. He's inside.
Oh, thanks. My name's Thompson. I've come to collect this aircraft. I haven't flown a Whitley before. Any snags?
Well, what have you planned?
Oh, Wellingtons, I suppose, about the nearest.
Well, the hydraulic controls, flap and undercarriage, are on the different side. Your trimmer controls are central instead of on the left hand, and throttle and mixture right-handed instead of left.
The wheel's still the same,
No, that's a different shape, too.
well, but how does she handle?
Oh, perfectly. There's one thing to remember coming in, that you've got a lot of aeroplane behind you. And don't try and rush it on the ground. Let it land itself quite naturally.
Okay, well, may I have a look at the
Yes,
knot?
do. Come on. I'm afraid it's rather awkward to get into, but if you give me a leg up, I'll pull you in.
Here's one hurricane anyway, sir.
Good, that's one in the bag.
Tea time, hey?
Yes, I got another cup for you when I saw you land.
Yeah, thanks awfully.
How'd you get on?
All right, thanks. It's a good thing it turned out fine. I haven't had a hurricane for such a long time. I found it a bit nippy after heavy stuff. How are things here?
Well, pretty quiet, you know. They're all too busy flying to bother us, lucky devils.
Why don't you do a hurricane or a short trip, sir? I'll hold the fort while you're away.
I don't think I will, you know. Things are going so well just now. Something always crops up if I do. Hello, I thought you were on your way to Berwick, isn't it, that Tomahawk?
No, knowing that coast's a bit hot up there at the moment, I rang up Fighter Command, and they told me there was a raid developing, so I thought I'd better hang on for a little while.
All right, you better hang on an hour and try again then, will you?
Okay.
For God's sake. Your friend here, try and stop Thompson. He's going straight into that. Hello? Get me Warbrook duty pilot priority, would you?
Now, for heaven's sake, when you're coming into land, check green lights, undercarriage down and locked, propellers in fully fine pitch, and that your speed does not drop below 90, otherwise you'll fall out of your hands.
Right.
I think that's about the lot.
Thanks, all. Okay.
Seriously, sir, if you'd like to fly, I can cope, you know.
Well, I can't now. But I hear there's a Sterling coming on the books tomorrow, and I'm going to pinch that if the whole ruddy pool sits on its bottom all day.
Flight starvation, eh?
Hello? Duty pilot Warbrook. There's a pilot of ours, Thompson, coming for a Whitley. Oh, he's there, is he? Will you try and stop him?
Stop him? Righto.
Hello? He's gone, has he? Oh, well, that's all we can do. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, Thompson heading straight for a bunch of jerrys. Have to leave him to the fighter boys.
This is one occasion where wires would be very useful if we were allowed to use it.
Certainly would.
Hello, what's this? No. Oh, Jenkins' cow again. Must be milking time. Here's something. This is more like it. Here they come. On sound. On sound.
Hostile aircraft coming in northeast.
First target south. That's all right, it's one of ours.
Blimey, he's asking for trouble.
Attacking Messerschmitt, tally ho.
We're coming in.
Coming into land, check. Green lights, undercarriage down and locked, and that your speed does not drop below 90, otherwise she will fall out of your hands. That is, if you've got a lot of aeroplanes behind you, and don't rush her onto the ground.
Nice uneventful little trip.
Boy, these airplanes sure do fly good. How did they handle? I wish I could get me one. Maybe they'll give me one before long.
Well, I shan't forget my first Whitley in a hurry.
I bet it was fun.
But you get used to them.
Spitfire A2934. 4329 in transit.
Okay. What about Hurricane R3201?
I'm afraid he was rather late, sir, and he's missed his taxi at Edinburgh.
Oh, so he's abandoned at Edinburgh. Well, we'll have to pick him up in the morning then.
And now at dusk, the taxi planes are returning to their home aerodrome, reporting another day's quota of deliveries added to the striking force of the RAF. The ferry pilots have built up their own tradition of service to ferry any plane, anywhere, at any time, through almost any weather. With this ideal of service, not every day can all come home at nightfall. Freedom demands its casualties from every service. But the mounting record of deliveries is a fine tribute to the pilots and the ground crews of the ATA.
That's about the lot. Had a good day on the whole, but well, Thompson.
Yeah.
Got any chips?
1 or 2.
Spitfire and low. Good stuff. By the way, that was your first Whitley, wasn't it? How'd you get on?
Well, you know, I think I'm pretty hot on this heavy stuff. How about something really big tomorrow?
Well, we thought of putting on a barrage balloon to the north in the morning.
Hope I'm not stooging on that one.
Good day's work anyway. Good night.
Good night.
That wasn't your first Whitley, really, was it?